Okay, so let's have a look at some of the materials first. So this is the normal automotive fine line. I've got a mixture of tapes here. So this is 3M stuff, which I find really stable. Stays on the model, you know, for as long as you want. Doesn't lift and doesn't leave any tack behind. These were a couple that I've tried off of eBay. This one I'm not so keen on because, as you can see, the roll is distorting, and this is only about a week old now, so it's not a very stable material. This one's a little bit better. It takes a bit of getting used to this one because the tape itself it's a lot more elastic than the 3M stuff, so it's a little bit more stretchy, and I have had a few problems with this one leaving residue on the surface. If you don't get it on paint and then take it off, it seems a little tricky, but I'm going to give it a second try, and we'll see what it does. As I say, you can find this stuff on eBay or any of your automotive supplies, or you know, wherever you're getting your airbrush supplies from. So initially we're just going to start laying out a fuselage. And all we're going to do is start breaking up the spaces. So we've got our design, and we're just going to start laying out some tape. And we're not too worried at this point. We just want to see how it actually translates to the model. Because what you sometimes find is that your sketches, the sketch is one thing, but when you translate it to the model, maybe you've added too much detail in the sketch, or you find that, you know, you'll have a cutout in the way of something that you were planning. So we just lay it out very loosely to start with. Now when it comes to cutting your corners, you can do it so that they're perfectly mitered, but then if you leave the material overnight, it'll shrink slightly and you'll end up with a gap. So what I tend to do is cut short on one side and then come back from the other side with a clean cut in the direction you're heading. Okay, because this is the new style kit, I need to attach the cowl. So this is the multiplex EPP primer. I'm just going to give the cowl a quick wash with it and then super glue it on. Now all I need to do here is let the cowl get wet and then just leave it to dry, flash dry. The thinners itself, or the primer itself, is going to just etch the surface for us and make paint adhesion easy. I can feel it going soft. And while we're here, we may as well do the one for the next plane as well. Just give that a few minutes to flash off. Okay, that one's nearly dry. This is a multiplex Elapor zap, or super glue. And whilst we're here, we may as well do the other one as well. that's on, so we can carry on with the front of the fuselage. So a little step down here. Yeah, that's what we're aiming for. And we're just going to put a continuation around the wing seat. And all you're looking to do is your right hand isn't putting too much pressure on, and your left hand is doing all of the change in direction. So your left hand leads and your right hand just gently follows. Because if you put the tape under too much pressure, the minute you take your hand off, it will all move. Now what I'm thinking here is that when the wing is back, this will be the yellow and orange, and then the purple, I'm going to have a small slither, probably this area here, that will be in the purple, and then this will go into the yellow and purple down each side. So wherever you can, always try and spend that extra bit of time getting whatever design you lay up on the fuselage to tie in with where the wing ends up seating. It'll just look that little bit better. And the idea with this set of themes is that I'm going to have 5 EFXs all in different colours, but all following a similar racing scheme. They're not all going to have the same layout, but when you put all 5 next to each other, they should look like it was thought out, that they would all be in the same kind of racing livery.